Hey everybody and welcome back. How's it going? Hope your guys' Friday went pretty well. As you guys can tell from the title, I'm only going to be talking about one title this video. I don't do them very often, but I figured I might as well get this off my chest. I don't know how long this video is going to be either, so we'll have to just go with the flow. Now I found out about this yesterday afternoon after I already made my video for last night. So, I'm like, I wanted to talk about it yesterday, but I'm like, you know what, I'll make one segment of news video tomorrow and just talk about this. This is going to be the main focus of the video, obviously, it's the only topic. But I want to talk about it because this is the second lawsuit that No Man's Sky has been through, or potentially going to go through a second one here. So, if you guys aren't aware of what's happening, allegedly a Dutch research company, Ginacap, or whatever the name is, they say they own the super formula used in No Man's Sky and hasn't given Hello Games the license to use it. So allegedly this Dutch company has a patent on a math formula that Sean Murray and Hello Games allegedly used to make the game. Now I don't know why they have patents on math formulas. I can see it both ways here. I guess you could have a patent on a set formula to make a specific thing. I guess. I don't know why they'd even put a patent. This is basically patenting a code, which isn't right. It's not right at all. I don't think it should exist. I'll get into more of that later, but let me just recap here. So what this company said was basically they don't want to stop the game from launching, but I guess talks will need to be in place, and this is exactly what they said right here. We haven't provided a license to Hello Games. We certainly don't want to stop the launch, but if the formula is used, we'll have to have a talk. So I really don't know why, because Sean Murray even came out and said that the super formula was created by a Belgian plant geneticist named Joanne Gilles. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Forgive me for that. So yeah, Sean Murray even came out and said, yeah, we made this formula, or this person here made the formula. I don't know what they're talking about. And allegedly that this company tried to contact Hello Games about the potential licensing issue, but they have yet to receive a response as of this video. It could be they responded by now, but we'll have to see in the coming days here. So back on the topic of basically patenting a code. I don't think it's right. I can see both ways, like I said. So, you can have a patent on a specific line of... I don't even really know. You can have a patent on a specific formula that gets you a certain object or location in the game to do something. I can kind of understand that because you would have exactly the same game every single time if everybody were to use the same codes from everybody else. But in this case, Sean Murray, allegedly... I'm going to believe Sean Murray over anybody else, honestly. But allegedly, they made the code their own self. Now, I don't know if this will be enough to take it to court or not, to be honest with you. I think what's going to happen here is this company is just trying to get, I guess, publicity. I mean, what the old saying is, any publicity is good publicity, I guess. Now, I don't understand, why they're really, it's a month before launch and all of a sudden, hey, they used our code. Well, how come they couldn't talk about this 3 years ago when the game was being developed, or 2 years ago even when the game was launched and what it was going to be? And how is this any different from the other procedural generated game like Dual Universe I know is coming out? How come they didn't use the same code, but yet it's a procedurally generated world with different planets and objects? I don't get this at all. I don't think this company is going to have a case. Just because, even hypothetically, even if they did use, or the code looks really close to what their code looks like, there's no way that they're going to be able to take this to court because, they don't even know what the code is. They could have used a totally different code to write this game, and this company's like, oh yeah, they used our super formula. No, you didn't even see the code yet on the game. There's no, I don't understand, what you're trying to do. If any, I guess hypothetical again, if it so happens that they did proceed to use this super formula that's patented, they're gonna want a percentage of freaking Hello Games sales. This game hasn't even launched yet, but now they're seeing that this game is gaining traction to get a really good launch and release, on probably a shit ton of sales are going to happen with this game as well. So yeah, you used our code and we can more than likely prove it, is what they're kind of saying. And we want, say, 5% of every sale you make. Well, that's fucking dumb. No, guys, I don't know why these companies feel the need to do this to, especially an indie developer. I'm pretty sure they didn't use this code at all. I think it's just coincidental. Maybe not even that. Because I don't think they used it. Sean Murray even said they came up with this code. It was written by the genetist, whatever it's called. I don't really care at this point. I'm so freaking fired up by this. This is their second lawsuit in a span of, well, I guess it was a 3-year lawsuit with Sky Network or whatever the crap it was, and they must have just dropped it because the game's gonna proceed to go through with No Man's Sky as the name. And that's another freaking bullshit thing too. Like, patenting the word sky, it's an English freaking word. Like, why can't anybody use that's a fucking, I think I talked about that before, but oh, now this, like a patented super formula is what they're calling it. No. I don't understand why these rich corporations, I don't have ever heard of this company at all, but I don't understand why they feel the need just to bully around the smaller corporations like, oh yeah, you definitely used our code. Like, you've never seen it to begin with, so how do you even have a leg to stand on? And even if it does look similar, it's not gonna be like, yup, they definitely used it. Because I saw a very good comment, and I wish I knew what article it was in, but I saw a very good comment, and he said, basically, this is why patents on coding and math formulas and whatever shouldn't even be a thing. I personally agree with this guy. He basically said, these companies, okay, you could have a dev team out there, and they could put a line of code in. So, for example, you put 3 times 4 is 12. So, and then you have another company that goes 6 times 2 is 12. Well, how is that any different? You get the same end result. You just put a different formula in there to get the answer. I wish I would have had that comment. I would have totally gave him credit for it, but I can't remember exactly where it was, and I wish I did because it was a very good comment, and I wish I could find it. But basically, companies use different codes to get different things. All right, that's how it works. And just because it's different ways to get the same answer doesn't mean they used your formula. Just because, oh, it's procedurally generated, we definitely use this code. Like, how did you even figure that out, for one? Like, what? But secondly, it's just a load of freaking bullshit. Like, they better not have No Man's Sky delay this game, because that would not be good. I really don't get why these companies feel the need to do this right now. Like I said before, they couldn't have came out, like, 2 years ago when they announced this game, or even, maybe it was a year and a half ago, whatever. When they announced this game and said, oh yeah, you definitely are using our kind of code, our super formula. How come all of a sudden, less than 20 days from release, all of a sudden, hey, I think you're using our code? That's just a frickin' load of crock is what that is. I don't know. It's gotta stop. It's gotta end somewhere, and it sucks that it's happening to Hello Games. Because this game is so anticipated to go over very well. And now they can't even get to the release of the game because they're being held up by these drawbacks with lawsuits. It's freaking bullshit. It needs to stop. Like, these stupid trolling, they could even be trolling. They'd be, oh yeah, it's more than likely what it is. It's not probably even going to go to court, but if it does, oh my gosh, it needs to end somewhere, and it needs to end here. With that Skynet thing, that's another topic for a different day, but that's fucking bullshit is what that is with the freaking English language of the word sky. I just talked about it a couple minutes ago, but I can't do it with this. It's like, what are you doing? Just get the frick out. Like, let them do their thing. Ugh. Guys, I don't know. Let me know what you guys thought of this whole lawsuit down in the comments. I want to talk to you guys about this, because this is beyond ridiculous at this point. It's become a joke, pretty much. And I don't know. I want to hear your guys' opinions for sure on this, because if you agree with me, that's awesome. If you don't, I want to hear about it still, because I think it's pretty much bullshit. But whatever. I want to hear your guys' thoughts down in the comments. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. I will talk to you guys again tomorrow, or Monday. Talk to you guys soon. Have a good weekend.